It's official. 8 months of Trump versus Biden. Might be a good time for a long cruise. Madagascar, anyone? Hey, do you know where Madagascar is? Do you? Just east of Africa. The coverage of the election is going to be blatantly biased and irresponsible. We already know that. Nothing we can do about it, which is why we are so pleased you are here, because we will not mislead you, I should say. We will not. And we'll report the facts and analyze on a fact basis. So if Donald Trump begins to lose, then we will report that. If Joe Biden blows up, we will report that. It's important to me that you trust us. And that means that I'll tell you probably in the next months stuff you don't want to hear. But my job is to give you the truth as we know it. So let's kick it off with the talking points memo this evening. It is official after the primary votes yesterday. Biden versus Trump. We all knew that was going to happen. Here's how the former president reacted. Go.
We're going to have a strong country. We're going to have a respected country. We have to win an election, and we should win it by a lot, because there's never been anybody worse at doing that job than Joe Biden. So we're not going to take time to celebrate. We'll celebrate in 8 months when the election is over. November 5th, I believe, will go down as the most important day in the history of our country.
All right, no response, very unusual from President Biden. However, the White House did release his proposed 2025 budget. It's shocking. Now, I wrote a message of the day, BillO'Reilly.com. You don't have to be a member of anything. Go there every morning and read it. And I use that word shocking literally. So Mr. Biden, next year, 2025, wants the federal government to spend $7.3 trillion. Okay? The second highest ever was under Trump, 2020, $4.75. That means Biden wants to spend $2.55 trillion more in a year. Now, last year, tax receipts to the federal government were $3 trillion less than that, the 7.3. So Biden's got to cover $3 trillion. Yeah, you can have deficit spending, but Biden's going out and telling you, I'm cutting the deficit, which is not true, of course. So you'd have to make up $3 trillion. And the only way you can do that is tax the hell out of everybody. Oh, nobody under 400,000 is going to pay any more tax. What a bunch of garbage. Everybody will. Because if you raise the corporate tax to 28% from 21%, all of that cost is going to be passed on to you. All right, you want to buy a truck, a car, it's going to be 8-9% higher. Because General Motors and the others are paying more tax to the government. They pass the cost. Well, everybody knows that. And then the wealth tax, which is unconstitutional, the government will come in, it'll assess the stuff you've already paid tax on, and it'll say, you owe me this, because you have this painting or that vehicle. You owe me more. You can't. You can't. That's socialism, and that's what the progressive left wants, and that's what Joe Biden's giving them. Now, that is, to me, outside of the border, the most important issue. But most Americans have no blanking clue. And the media is not going to report it. Never. In a million years. Even on Fox News, you will never get an intense analysis of how Joe Biden wants to move the country into the socialist realm. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.